A terrible mistake from a pilot caused a deadly crash that killed everyone on board. On board Aeroflot Flight 593 from Moscow, Russia to Hong Kong in 1994, everything seemed normal that day. The captain of the plane, Aeroflot, was a very experienced pilot with over 10,000 flight hours. On this flight, the captain brought his kids along, a 12-year-old daughter and a 16-year-old son, excited as this was their first international flight together. The captain had the autopilot on and was so excited that his kids were on board this flight. Captain Kudrinsky allowed his kids to enter the cockpit and sit at his seat, going against aviation regulations. He wanted to have his kids pretend to think that they were flying the plane, not knowing the tragedy that would occur later. At first, he let his daughter start to touch some of the controls, but she didn't do anything as the autopilot was still engaged and active. Afterwards, he let his son start hit some of the controls, and his son managed to disengage the autopilot. The plane began a steep climb up. Captain Kudrinsky tried everything he could do to retake control of the plane, but could not, as the plane then started to go on a steep descent down. The plane crashed into forest and all 75 people on board died.